Traders from around the world, what's going on? It's Ricky Cadden back again with another free real life stock review. It is Wednesday, that's right, Wednesday, spelt with an I. We did have some phenomenal gains on our weekly options newsletter, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. First and foremost, guys, let's talk about the broader markets, the SPY. Now, the SPY, we did get a sensational gap and go just the other day, and we did gap down, retest and fill that gap, and we are currently trading higher. The volume is starting to drop off, so at this point, guys, I think we are going to find a little bit of weakness, and then we'll most likely pull back, come back down to around 386, and then possibly look to bounce and go higher. The E-minis looking fairly strong. You can see we are continuing to trend higher. We didn't end up rolling down past this particular gap here. So I do think that this is just going to keep on continuing higher at this point. Here's AMD. Now AMD, we did hit our target for our weekly options newsletter. Now I did actually send this out to you guys. I believe it was last week. I did mention that we were getting triggered into this one. You could have taken this trade as well to place it to go long. If you did, then absolutely fantastic. I hope you absolutely crushed this trade. 450, entering at 450 and entering it and closing out at 750. I mean, that's just such a huge gain, guys. Well done to everyone who did take this particular trade on AMD. Sensational selling volume candle. Looking like we most likely will pull back just a smidge, and then I think this is going to rocket ship back up to probably around 100. I do think we're going to crack 100 on AMD very, very soon. Here's First Solar, ticker symbol FSLR. Now I did send this as a weekly options newsletter play yesterday, and it was a stop limit buy of the $100 calls at 450 and another target of 750. It was a stop limit buy with a break above this particular bullish candle. Great volume coming in. Love the play. We are starting to trend higher. And if we take a look at the after hours, we'll see how we are kind of trekking here. And we are slowly gapping up, which that does look good. I do think this is going to continue. I do think we'll hit our target. Looks phenomenal on all fronts. If you have not yet taking this particular play on First Solar as a real life trader, you guys know you can always buy on a dip. So if you are looking to buy the dip, that looks fantastic as well. Here's FireEye. Now FireEye, I did speak about this in the trading room back on this day here, and I mentioned we would trade higher and then back down lower. I did mention we would come back down to about $21, and you can see here we just came down straight away and bounced. And this is now also another weekly options newsletter play from yours truly at RLT US, the CEO, the absolute king of the stock market, Jeremy Alexander Newsom. Great play. Looking to play this as a stop limit buy as well, and looking to take this beautiful trade higher. So if you are looking to take a play on FireEye, looks absolutely phenomenal to take that one higher. Here's the ASX 200. Now we did not end up trading higher. We actually had a one black crow candle. Now we've got a bullish harami candle. So at this point, guys, I will just stay bullish. Volume stacking in. I just think we're most likely going to continue to trade higher on the ASX. Here's CSL. Now CSL Limited. I did speak about this back here. If you do rewind and have a listen to a few of my other trade reviews back around mid-January, I did mention CSL. This is finding a support level. We have got earnings coming up. I wouldn't be completely bullish just yet, but we are definitely starting to create some higher lows, and we do have the 50-day EMA in our way at this point, but I do think we're going to kind of break above that and then trade higher. Keep an eye out for earnings. It is just a week away, so keep your eyes peeled on that one. APT, once again, creating another new all-time high. Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, this is just an unbreakable basket at this point. Looking super, super splendid. Nice little one white soldier candle as well as we started to trade higher. So I do think that this is most likely going to continue. Here's crude oil. Now, guys, I mentioned that we would come to 58. So if you are a futures trader, you would most likely have been bullish. pretty much from here when I mentioned that we would get to 58. We are starting to find a little bit of weakness here at this point. We do not have to roll all the way back down at this point, but 58 was definitely a target. There will be a lot of people taking profits on crude, but for the most part, guys, just stay fairly neutral since we are at this very key level. Here's gold. Now gold, I mentioned back here that we are about to bounce and go higher. You can see we are starting to bounce. Volume still not really too great, so I think we're just most likely going to consolidate at this particular level, and then hopefully we will start to grind higher. Because if you take a look at the dollar index, guys, this was the inverted head and shoulders pattern that we were talking about. If you take a look at the long-term moving averages, I mentioned that we could very well get rejected once again from the 100 simple, and then we could break down. And this is looking exactly how I wanted it to look. And if we can kind of break down, expect gold to start to move higher. So if you're not in a position on gold, it could possibly be a worthwhile investment. Just have a look at the technicals, have a look at the fundamentals, and make sure you mitigate your risk on the trades. Aussie dollar, I did mention this was where we were going to bounce, and that's exactly where we bounced. And we are starting to trade higher back to a resistance level. We'll see if we do break above this trend line. At this point, we are just hitting our head against it. So wait for the retest to occur, or at least wait to see some volume coming in on some sort of breakout above that level. All right, guys, I'll be back next. I'll be back on Friday. The next few days. Let me know in the comment section below if you would like me to review any stocks, tickers. I'll review them for you in my next video. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. You guys rock. Bye.